What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the Build with AI podcast. Today we have Martin with DataButton, and we're going to be building out an app with their platform, and we're going to be using Claude 3.7 Sonnet, which actually just released yesterday. So this is going to be an exciting episode where we actually build an app from scratch and kind of see how to use this platform, as well as get a banter back and forth with the person that actually has built out this product and is kind of the head of this product. So Martin, I'm happy to have you. Just give a little brief introduction on yourself.
Super happy to be here. Big fan. I'm Martin, the CTO of DataButton. Super excited to share what we're working on, share how Sonnet 3.7 is working on our product, which just dropped overnight. So just excited to be here.
Yeah, awesome. I guess we could dive straight in and let's go ahead and talk about what we want to build here. We talked back and forth a little bit. I think it's a pretty cool idea, and I think it could really showcase kind of the features with inside of DataButton and show how far we could go even without having, coding background such as myself. So let's dive into it.
All right, let's see. So the idea that we threw around was kind of like a blind test for LLMs, yeah, with the advent of deepseeks and new thinking models and reasoning models and quick and fast and nimble models alike. Yeah. We can put people to the blind test, see if they see how they rate the different models when they don't have a name and don't have a brand, and see how it stands out.
Yeah, I love it. I love the idea of actually rating the models, and then we're going to actually create and store this in Firebase, so we could create a database, and we're going to showcase how you could build that and not just build a cool looking app, but something that actually is functional, which is obviously one of the amazing things with DataButton. So I'm excited for it.
All right, let's do it. So, what are we building today? We're building a blind testing app for LLM models. Yeah, humans blindly test LLM models with prompts, and they rate it. How are we going to rate it? What's the rating system we're going to do?
What should we do? Just 1 out of 10, something like that.
1 out of 10.
Make
All
it
right,
easy.
right. 1 through 10. Let's make it easy. All right. So we created a super short spec for this, didn't we? Right before this. So we got O1 to generate like a little one of these.
Nice.
Which is just a super short set of user stories talking about the different users we need, talking about the key components. It doesn't talk about how to solve it, but it talks about just the user stories that we want to achieve, yeah? So we'll take that and we'll just throw it straight into here.
Yeah, that looks great. First of all, I want to ask, how important do you think it is for somebody to start off building an app and a project with something like this, where it kind of is an overview of what you're trying to build, so then you could reverse engineer from that end goal there? Do you think it's pretty necessary for somebody to do that? Like, I personally like how DataButton really touches on that and kind of gives you certain requirements that you could add and inspiration. What are your thoughts there?
I think it depends a lot about what type of stuff you want to build. Like, if you haven't thought about your app and you're just like, just riffing, then starting from a clean slate might be good. But if you want to actually build something, imagine having like the first meet with the freelancer or the developer's going to do it, and all you say is like a single sentence prompt. It's really difficult to be helpful. Yeah. So I think the more context you can just ship into it, the easier it is just to make good decisions on helping you to get out the plan, helping you to, push forward. Sure. Instead of sitting and constantly waiting for the next prompt. Like, now what? Now what? Now what?
Yeah, right. I love it.
So I think that's clever. Apart from that, I think, let's see, any design inspiration that we want to do? Nah. Let's leave it up to Sonnet 3.7. Let's see what it's good for.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. What integrations do we need? So I think this is a pretty simple app. We'll do like auth, so we know who's evaluating stuff, and then we're storing all the eval results and stuff in Firestore. Free app, don't need Stripe or Lemon Squeezy. Leave it be. Nothing. Yeah, just auth in the database should be plenty, huh?
Yeah, I say that works.
Yeah, so I guess the point now would be to wait until we have like a little plan. Because the whole plan now is we ship in a set of user stories and we get out like a small plan on what we need to launch the app.
Sure, yeah, I love it. That's what I honestly like with DataButton, because then you could just you have a visual of all the things you need to build out, and you can kind of just follow through that plan, which is one of my, right here, this is awesome so far. Let's see what it says.
Yeah, and I think I think that now that like coding is kind of solved thanks to the world of Claude, like these issues are the ones that are really difficult.
Yeah.
Like to actually figure out the order in which to build things.
Right.
Let's see, blind bench. Didn't kill it on the name, but it's all right, I guess.
Yeah.
Blind testing LLM models, create an implementation plan, 8 tasks, that's good. First task, create a landing page and introducing blind bench to users. And let's see, create a landing page, set up Firebase auth, Firebase database stuff, conversation interface for blind LLMs, rating system, use the dashboard for testing history and contributions, publicly. Yeah, this
Sounds like a good chunk of work. On the landing page, it wants to have an attractive landing page, introduce a blind bench concept, highlights key features. I guess what I really want on the landing page, to be honest, is just like a leaderboard. I just want it to be that simple, don't we? Like a leaderboard, try now. Something like that.
Yeah,
Let's
sure.
make the landing page that simple. Get up a benchmark and a try yourself button. Let's do a nice brutalist theme. I'm into that these days. I'm tired of the professional, super modern, lightweight UIs. I want like hard, brutal UIs nowadays.
Sure.
Brutalist landing page. Okay. Would you like me to start? Yeah, let's go.
I guess this would be a reasonable time to find some like design inspiration and whatnot. I don't really know what it's going to look like. What's your take? How's it going to look?
I have no clue. I don't even know brutalist.
Like big square boxes, like big, almost like graffiti type of letters.
Sure, yeah, I love it. Let's see what Claude 3.7 can spin up for us.
Yeah, no. So Claude 3.7 has started to think on its own now. So here we can see a little tidbit. Let's see what it's starting to work on it. It's just reading through the app, making sure that it knows what's what. Here we go. Brutalist style landing page. Let me
kind of, if you could break down for me, at least you don't need to dive super deep into the technicalities behind it.
Yeah.
But what's the agent doing right now? It's because the thing I like with DataButton is it shows like it'll update a task, it'll then read the code, it'll build something, it'll like do its own kind of check for errors almost.
Yeah. So I think the best way to talk about it is it's like if a really good freelancer. So we're now like 10 minutes into our first meet with the freelancer. We talked about what we want to build. We get a little spec, we're starting to build some context together.
Right.
And now we kind of have this shared plan. So I'm kind of comfortable on that, like running about. But what it's doing is just making sure like what are we supposed to do? Like what do we have from before? I'm sure this spanned from like some sort of template. What's like the base? Like what's the styles? What's the coloring here? And like just like trying to make up its opinion so it can just build like a really cool landing page and do the styles right and do the,
Got it.
orient itself basically until it punches. I have the tasks here, but I can also look at the preview as it starts to come. So here we can see that the homepage is there. There's not a lot of components and files and stuff yet, but that'll be built out as we go.
Right.
So we can see that it's updating a little bit. Yeah, nice and clean. Blind test LLMs. Don't want to deploy it. Nah, let's wait. Let's make it good first. Okay, pretty boring. What's your take?
Yeah, I mean, it's simple. You said you weren't a fan of the super highly modern.
Fair enough. It's all right. Let's actually put up the leaderboard here too to get some valuable content, not just text. Then make it even more brutalist. Let's go.
Just a little finalized prompt. Now we're kind of aligning ourselves with the agent here. It's starting to understand what we want, I hope. We're constantly building context, aren't we?
Right. Which I guess is an important thing to touch on. Sometimes, especially myself, sometimes I don't give it enough context. I'm just like, I'll just build this. And sometimes, I'm just like,
it's funny.
Better, but you don't give enough context.
It's funny because like half a year ago, before Claude Sonnet started to get really good, I was like paranoid about, people need to code a little bit and what if it codes wrong and stuff. But then, post summer, it's basically stopped like coding the wrong thing. Now it's like it's very often coding right, but it's very often coding right on the wrong problem. And now what I've been seeing over the past like 6 months is like miscommunication is like number one thing where the output is not as you want it to be. Do you know what I mean?
Right. Oh yeah.
Just severely undercommunicated. Now we're talking. Look at this.
Nice. There we go.
I'm gonna open this up in a new tab to get the full experience. Okay. Now we're talking. Blind test LLMs, rate models, no bias, no names. Benchmark and try yourself. GPT-4o.
This tells you something about the training data, no?
Yeah, right.
It's no 01, it's no 03, it's no Sonnet 3.5.
Yeah.
Okay, this is cool. Let's see. Yeah, I'm happy. Let's add some brutalist styles. So here I can see the changes making. I love where you're going with this. Let's enhance the landing page by adding a leaderboard section, update the design to be more raw. Yeah, okay, cool. Now I'm starting to get happy. Good landing page material. What do you reckon?
Are we still? We're still working on the first task within the
plan. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. So this is what we're building now. We're still creating a landing page. I just had some inputs on how it should be.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, you are right. What is happening when it's writing code and stuff is it's doing a lot of validation. It's doing it's checking that it's working and all that kind of stuff. I think that now that the world of reasoning is getting so big, I think that the lengths of the run the AI can take is just increasing and increasing and increasing. From like prompt bang, it's going to be a little bit more into this is what I want. And then it's going to, figure it out,
Sure.
take care of it, fix the bugs, do what it needs to do.
Speed necessarily isn't a like good metric for whether whether these like models or these coding platforms are good, right? Because you want to, if you could get an output really quickly, but it's not really the output you want, is it really a good output or use of your time there? Even though it may take a little bit longer, it's important because it's reasoning and thinking through the best way to like tackle a certain task, which I personally think is important, but I'd be curious to hear your thoughts too.
Yeah, no, I think one really cool metric in this world, I think, is like time to finished app, or like cost or time to finished app, or like first user, or like whatever metric you care about. And I think that like if you're looking at the benchmarks these days, you see that Claude Sonnet, like less 3.7, 3.5 has been on the top of all charts, like everything app and coding related. But what has beaten it is DeepSeek chained with Sonnet 3.5. So you basically send the prompt through DeepSeek first and ask it to plan, and then you ask Sonnet to code. And you would have thought, since that like twice the amount of LLM calls, you would have thought that that was more expensive and slower, but it's cheaper. And the reason for that is the amount of cycles you need goes down, right? The amount of prompts you need to finish app just goes down, even though the speed of each prompt is a little bit down, right? So I think that's maybe the most important thing, time to app, not time to code.
Yeah.
That being said, do we like to mark red landing pages to Sublime Bench to users as complete? Yeah, this looks pretty cool, man.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, let's do it. Mark is done. Okay, we completed our first task.
Sweet.
Landing page up and running. Our plan, yes. This has been moved to to-do. We don't need to deploy. Okay. The next, all right, let's see.
As somebody who has a bit of OCD and ADHD, this is like a match made in heaven, because I love the fact I can just see, okay, do this, finish that task. Once you're done with that, do this, as opposed to like having just like free reign, being a chicken with my head cut off, just running around trying to build something. So yeah, having that list, I mean, just being somebody who, that gets a little bit distracted is so important to me, which, has been fun for me to play around with. And it's cool to see in this, while we're building this.
So let's just kick off the next one manually, huh? Let's just do like start task. Let's get the authentication up and running so we can log in and stuff. Get like a little login page and stuff.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's start.
No point in making an app if we can't get some users, huh?
No. No. It's almost sad not to take off Stripe on the onboarding page, right?
Right. Yeah.
No, you need that.
Okay, let's see.
So we're going to be using Firebase as the authentication layer and also as the database this time, I think. So we actually have a native integration towards Firebase, where all we really need is like a Firebase config, and that's pretty much it. And from that, we configure basically what we need. I created this Firestore app, just this Firebase project earlier here. So I can see here in the project settings, I fetched this one. This is all I should need. And I'll just paste it in there. Here we go. And I should get just to get like the login page and the logout page and, these types of things out of the box. So we're good to go. Let's see. Configure auth providers. Yeah, we'll just do the default email and Google sign in for now. And we just need to add this, which I did. My app is protected. Fantastic. Okay, let's see. Yep, I've installed the Firebase extension. Let's continue. Let's do it. So we can see that we have gotten a login page and a logout page. We've gotten a little shield, which means that it's protected. So you need to be logged in to see it. So I can set my pages and stuff to being like protected that way.
Got it.
Not everything is LLM controlled.
True.
No, there's a couple of things.
There's a lot of frustration sometimes.
Yeah. I certainly think so. So I guess we can see, so it has a default here, which is nice. Let's see. So it has I guess I can just try to log in and see if it's done it. I think so. Here we go. Bang.
That was easy. Nice. That was super simple.
Yeah, that's cool. I wonder though, in the plan that we had, did we talk about building like a profile page here, or is that next? Login, sign up pages, email, auth, profile setup. Here we go. Okay. So that's part of it then. Ooh, look at that. Enhanced login page. I'm into it.
Nice.
What did you do?
Oh, it did that with me. Okay, I'm confused. Because it added the user login and the auth, but we didn't even prompt it to make it look better. How did it know to make it look better?
Oh, I did. After the extension, got installed, then it says, okay, I'm going to continue on the task, and everything is documented in the task. So it's just working on the instruction is provided until we're happy with it. So now it has a sign up page too, which is cool. Now it has and then it's building a profile component, which is the last thing we need, I would have thought, in this particular one. And then we need to get to the rating. So how are they gonna eval these LLMs?
You're asking me. I have no clue.
How do you know which one's best? How do you test O1 versus DeepSeek, and how do you know which one is good?
Put me on the spot here. I don't even know.
We can do one just like on emails or something, like test like write me an email. Like we can have one category which is like cold email right there.
Yeah,
that's a
sure.
pretty way. That's a neat way to test, or like researcher maybe try that.
Sure.
You can give them some categories. Maybe that would make sense. That would make sense to me at least.
Oh, a profile page is up. Yep.
Nice.
Display name, account action. Look at this.
I mean, this design is great, isn't it? It's pretty good.
Yeah, I like it. The brutalist. I wasn't sure what I was getting myself into, but I think, it looks pretty good. It's different.
Looks different. It looks different. Yeah. Nice. And then lastly, it's working on creating a header component just so we can get like a nice little nav bar.
Yeah. It'd be cool to see. I wonder, I mean, I know we can't like actually get a test of it, but seeing the output of Claude 3.5 compared to 3.7, I'm curious how that would stand up going against this, like as far as
that's cool. That's cool because they act so different. It's like two different people. Maybe another one we can do like a side by side, like same task, same input, same prompt. Yeah, and we throw up maybe those two and O3 mini high, maybe.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
And just see what happens.
Yeah.
Okay. So we've gotten our first couple of UI components here. We have a header now, which is sweet. So let's see. It's integrating it into here. And then I think we can call task to complete. Yeah.
Sweet. Yeah. Curious what the next step will be in this.
Let's see. So we're now working on this. Okay. So they want to set up the database stuff. So they want to do storing users, LLM models, conversations, ratings, set up collections for users. Yeah. Okay.
Nice.
It's pretty boring, but let's do it.
What we got the AI for.
Yeah, that's true. So let's see then. Let's see where we ended up. Okay. So we ended up here.
Nice looking landing page. Little header. Oh, look at that.
Nice. Is it functional or not yet?
No. Can't click it. Let's see. Oh, it's still working. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I can pause it. I'll just create a new thread and give it some feedback because login button not working. Login button in the header isn't working. Otherwise, all good. Let's see what Sonnet says.
How important do you think it is to go through the steps and make sure that before you complete a task, everything in that task is completed? Because I could see how somebody could breeze past something and just like move on, and then that could potentially bring up issues that you wouldn't have noted. You wouldn't even know where the issue comes from before going through all the tasks.
No, I think what we do see a lot is that like the first like task or two tasks go so quick, so you just think that like, oh, just like play, and then you run, and then no, I think so we all, like everyone is doing this like codegen stuff has some hard things, and when I say that, what I mean is our agents can't test the apps reliably yet.
Got it.
Right. So like data button cannot, like it can see screenshots and stuff, but it can't click through the login flow.
Got it.
So all of that is still left to the user, which is,
That's a great point. I never even thought about it like that. It could take screenshots, but it can't actually validate that it's working.
Yeah. No, so we do a bunch of screenshots and stuff, and like, people annotate them, and there's like plenty of ways to work with that. But I think in the, like, you've seen browser use, you've seen computer use, you've seen some people it's expensive, it's slow, it's a little bit unreliable, but it's like this close, man. To just being self-testable, and then you can weed out maybe 70-80% of the bugs.
Right. Yeah, that'll be interesting times.
Let's see here. Case in point, it's not loading, good sir.
I will say we've been going, I don't know, building this for 20 minutes or something, and this is maybe the first error we've run into, and usually that's
it's not even loading. But this type of stuff just happens because it doesn't know it thinks it's right. It's like, imagine being a dev, being blind. It's such a difficult task, man. It's the hardest job in the world.
Right.
No, so I do think that what do you call it? I do think that there's two main jobs of the user. One is, for now, to rigorously test the app and give feedback, because the agent doesn't know how to do it. So it's just like information gap. It just doesn't know if it's working or not.
Sure.
And the other thing I think is you need to know what you want. You can't relay that, I don't think, to the AI.
Mm-hmm. Super good point.
Like, tell me 3 new features. That's not good.
Yeah. I'm guilty of that sometimes.
Me too. No. It can be really fun to do, but I think if you have a deadline on Friday or you want to launch on Monday, then you know?
Yeah.
There's still some tasks on the human in this, let's just say. Okay, ooh, now we're talking. So this is better. Now it shows that I'm logged in, shows profile, shows log out.
Nice.
Checks out. I guess I can check log out. Yep. I guess log in. Yep.
Sweet.
Sign in. Yep. Yeah, checks out.
Yeah, it's looking great. Also, one thing to
Let's
note,
see.
because we haven't touched on this yet, that edit code button in the top right up there on that preview screen, if you are somebody that knows how to code and you'd rather just go and edit the code or something or want to analyze it, that's available for you. Me personally, this it's not valuable to me because I have no clue how to code, so it'll throw me off a bit more. But if you are a bit more technical, it makes it easier to interact with your apps instead of making AI do all of it for you. So something to mention.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, you're going to have to be really good, though, at writing code if you're going to be Claude 3.7.
And there we go. You said it first. You said it.
All right. No, I think this is good. I'm happy with, we're going to have to do something about this animations at some point, I would have thought, but great work. All right. I guess let me just mark that as done. Why not? I can do it myself. Okay, let's check on the plan. What's the great plan? It's the Firebase stuff. What's next? Let's see what it got in store for us.
For the viewers, this might be the boring part. We're building the databases, adding user login, but we're going to get to the fun part of actually adding functionality to the app. We just want to make sure. I guess it's a question.
You know what? Let's skip this part for now. Let's build the chat eval UI first, okay? Yeah, it's a good move. Let's start with the chat, and then we'll start it after the fact.
Sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any?
Sounds good. Let's build the chat eval UI first. This aligns with tasks 4. Conversation interface and 5 rating system. Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Nice.
So that means that we'll be starting with build conversation interface for blind testing LLMs. All right, let's do it. Create a chat interface, randomly selected LLM without knowing which model they're using. Implement functionality to randomly select an LLM from an available pool. When the new conversation starts, include message history, typing indicators, and a clean UI following dark theme guidelines. Definition of done. Yeah, looks good. Okay.
Wait.
Checks out.
I will say, watching somebody, because obviously you understand this product better than anybody else, since you're kind of the main person to help build this. Like, it's so cool seeing somebody that knows things inside and out, the best way to interact with this thing. Because if you're somebody that's never used something like this before, you might run into some of those errors. And like we said, they're user errors. But seeing somebody that's dialed and really understands, it's so cool seeing how it's almost just like a second brain for you and just a tool to help you do things faster almost. So it's super cool to see.
Like, data button or not, I think that this has changed software engineering forever. I mean, there's no doubt. Whether you're using something like data button or something like cursor or something like it doesn't matter. Like it's fundamentally changed. Like,
what are your thoughts on that as being a programmer? Are you stoked for it? Is it something that you like? Obviously, you're building the product, so you probably are stoked for it. But what do you think?
Yes.
Do you think it just presents so many opportunities, or?
Yes. No, I think it's primarily that. I think I've always been like an output driven person and doesn't have my full identity in the craft of writing code. So if I can get cheaper ways of writing code, I'm all for it. I was copy pasting code out of GPT 3.5 Turbo back in early 2023 and super stoked before Turbo came out. And then
nice. That's a good way to say you're obsessed with the output as opposed to the actual craft of doing the thing. So that's
so I think that there's a new era. I think that the last era was for people like myself who could build small SaaSes and prototypes in a week or 3 weeks or 4 weeks or whatever. But now everyone can do that. Now there has to be some other stuff you need to be good at.
Yeah, it's exciting times.
Yeah, it is. So we need to think about how we're going to use these models. I was thinking we should use. Are you familiar with OpenRouter?
OpenRouter. I've heard the term, but
this is a good time, I think. So OpenRouter is it's like an adapter, like a converter. So they let you just flip one bit and talk to any LLM that you want. So they're hosting all of them and doing all the translations because they don't operate the same, right?
Sure.
So luckily, I'm going to do this I'm going to do this in another tab because there's API keys and stuff, but I'm just going to snag out a thing because I think that's a really cheap way to get all the LLMs in the world ready for action. Let's see, this is building out some chat stuff for us. I'm going to close this sidebar. Oh man, we're going to tone this down pretty soon before I get an epileptic shock over here.
Yeah, come on, Claude.
I mean, it's pretty good. It's hard to build. It's good from a programmer standpoint. Come on, managing chat sessions. Okay.
We've created so many pages almost. Like I don't know if I guess you would call it pages, but it's like,
yeah, we can see
yeah,
here.
like, wow, there's so many little pages there that usually sometimes when I'm working with these text to web apps, I just run into issues of, building them out. And it seems like they're pretty functional where you click on a button, sends you directly to that page. It's like working pretty well. I'm pretty impressed with how far we've gone in just under 30
have
minutes.
this, yeah, no, but we're pulling these things into like pages which has their own roots, like slash benchmark on my app will be a thing now, right? It's like slash profile is a thing.
Got it.
So we're pulling out the key things from like the big code repo, if that makes sense at all. Yeah?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. So it's churning through the benchmark stuff, which I think is going to be probably done in this one. And then I'm just seeing if I can fetch the API key from OpenRouter. And then I think we're good. Let's see.
So if you're using the Open Router, you just have to have that one API key as opposed to having
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. So I can share this one real quick so you can see like they have like a models thing here. So here I can see like
oh wow,
it's just everything. Just all of them.
Pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. One ring to rule them all. Let's see. Fantastic. How did the benchmark go? Let's see. Welcome to the new blind session. You are now chatting with a different hello. Does this work? That's all right. Interesting question about hello. No. I tried it. I tried to chat and it answered. Huh? Is it fake data? What's up? Let's see. It felt like an AI response. It was like a little slow and stuff.
Yeah, I know. I thought so too.
I'm confused. There we go. Generate fake responses. That makes more sense. Let's see. So, would you like me to begin working on the real AI integration now? Or would you prefer to continue focusing on the components? Honestly, this looks great. Can we use OpenRouter to do the different LLMs? Just pick like 10 random LLMs, or actually 3 random LLMs or something to start with. Does that make sense? We just start with like 3 and then we expand into like a world of LLMs.
Yeah.
We don't have categories yet. I just realized. Okay, so it's going to research OpenRouter a little bit. Let's see if it understands how to use it. I mean, that's the other thing that just completely changed the game, I think. If you go back like 6 or maybe 6 to 8 months, training data was old. Like OpenAI didn't know about how to use OpenAI. Like it was like a joke, right? But then now that like the world of research and stuff is starting to get good, you can just like paste links to APIs or you can just, it's crazy. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, I just brush on that. I don't realize how actually revolutionary that is, being able for it to have real-time data on certain things, to be able to like, if some API documentation changes or something, like being able to like know that and how to interact with it, I guess.
Yeah, and the best like the oldest and most senior devs, right? Before they knew all this, and now you don't need to know anything anymore.
Yeah.
Scans 5 Stack Overflow posts or forums to get the answers. Let's see. Now let's implement OpenRouter integration to use real LLMs. All right. I'll create a backend API endpoints for this. So I think we're still one of the few who's like writing API endpoints in Python for like the super nerds out there, which is handy when it comes to stuff like this, just because that's where a lot of the AI stuff happens, man. Like LangChain was first there, Crew AI was first there, Firedata was first there. So many agentic frameworks.
Got it.
Okay. Please provide OpenRouter API key. Don't mind if I do. Done.
Cool.
So that one I just pasted from my dashboard. I have a $50 credit on this. Let's see how much we can evaluate.
Yeah.
Let's see. This is it. Let's try it to do some. Ooh, a remnant from the past. Haven't seen this in a while, huh?
Yeah, right. Oh, did it just choose a random 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so. Let's see.
And this is actually going to be a useful tool. Honest, I'll actually use this to help myself come up with like, I don't know, to determine which model I should be using for certain tasks, because sometimes I do get confused. I'm like, which one's even better for a certain use case? So if I could just blind test it, run it a couple times and like identify it myself, that'd be sweet.
I also think there might not be a perfect, like the right answer for everyone. I mean, these benchmarks are a bit erroneous in that regard, in that people prefer different writing styles, people prefer different coding styles, There is no one thing catches all. So it makes a lot of sense that, like, I know a lot of friends who's using Claude for writing, for instance. Like, they think just Claude is the best creative writer. But then there are some who's willing to die on the hill that, like, OpenAI is better than it, like, better than Claude, that's high,
Subjective, yeah.
I really, really think so. Benchmark. Let's see. It claims, I can test the app, starting a new conversation, sending message to a new AI model. Really? Sorry, there was an error. So let's see here. It responded with an error. Can you check? here is a snippet from OpenRouter's website. Just paste it in like a little snippet from it, in case you didn't know. And then it will read the logs, and unfortunately, you can't test it. That's not going to be long out, I think. Like, how many weeks until agents are testing their own apps, do you think?
Oh, I have no, you're the one that would know better than me. I don't know. That'll be a cool time. So it'll be no use for me to even build this stuff anymore. Just have it do it for me.
No, I mean, to test it, like, you could weed out how much, like 50% of the stuff you have to worry about. You can give more like design inputs, and you can give the meaningful stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
I can promise you that like your freelancer pal or whomever is not coming to you with every little thing that doesn't work.
Yeah, right. That's awesome.
So let's see, reloading the API. Let's see, I think it can, like, well, Datebutton can test all its own APIs though. So that it can do. That it wouldn't need to use a silly human for. Very expensive human tokens, you know?
Yeah, it's very expensive human tokens.
Oh, they're so expensive. So let's see, this might mark where we're finished, I think. If we can get this up and running with all these ones, I think we're good. Nice, so added, no. Can you test the LLM API? For me. Let's go Sonnet, try to use it. Creating a session.
Nice.
Probably like a thread, I would have thought, like some sort of polling chat. Which model though? Success. The model is responding with high quality content about blind testing AI models, and the design the model name is hidden.
Nice.
Okay, cool. Let's test it then. But that should mean that I didn't see that earlier, but it probably means, oh, look at that. It has like a thread concept. That's great. You're now chatting. All right. What is 2 + 2? Have you tried that in DeepSeek yet? Ah, nice. That's a 10 out of 10. Doesn't get better than that. Okay. That's cool. Which model do you think it is?
Yeah, after that, I know.
Can you tell?
Yeah.
Do you have like a prompt where you can tell?
Yeah.
Which base model are you? Oh, that. Maybe we can trick it.
Yeah.
Oops.
Oh.
Oops. Are you based on GPT-4? Oh no, that was
now it knows and messed up.
I'm so sorry. Oof.
What if it's trying to trick us? Imagine.
All right, this looks pretty good. Now, how do we store the... This is pretty good, but we need to show at some point which model it was. Like, we should show the model after the user has evaluated, or...
Yeah, I think that's good.
Like, at some point, we need to show which model it tested, no?
Yeah. Maybe there's a button or something, show model. I don't know.
Show the model after user evaluated. Maybe a button, show model after they have rated. Is that a thing? So like after maybe it could be here.
Yeah, good point. Yeah.
Evaluated, where it says excellent, could we say excellent, you rated model, right? Something like that.
That's sweet.
X out of 10. That would make sense. Then we get that.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, it's such a small... Let's see. I'm going to deploy it after so I can share with you.
Sweet.
This is starting to become pretty cool.
I know.
Let's update our backend API to include the model ID as the response. Oh, I see. It was trying to be clever. It was trying to never let anyone know the model. Like, only the system would ever know the model.
Really?
That's cool too. Yeah, so it would like never leak it and then only like store it in the database for analytics and stuff.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Interesting.
Let's update the rating component to display the model name. Checks out. I'm going to fire this up in a new tab, by the way. The small window doesn't give it justice at this point.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Love it.
Benchmark page to display the model name after rating. Okay, cool.
I feel like I'm looking at like an old school like Nintendo or something. Like.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah. Not that I was alive to even know what they look like, but.
Less this little bad boy.
Yeah, right.
You didn't say that one. Have you done this in DeepSeek?
No, I haven't. What's it say?
Let's see if it ever let's just say that I would be able to figure out if it was DeepSeek.
If it was DeepSeek, okay.
Yeah. Let me see. It's because these open router people, I think they have it. They have like at least a bunch of versions of it. DeepSeek. Let's see. DeepSeek. This is distilled. Ooh, look at that. This one, I'm just gonna tell it that it wants me to deploy. I understand that why not? Zip blind test. Let's do it. Can we put as part of the model pool that's tested also, which other one should we bring in? 01?
Yeah, is 3.7 already in there?
We need 3.72. Test OpenAI 01, and here we go. Wait, there was 2 of them. Self-moderated? No. None of that. Lastly, these 3 models are the blind test. That's pretty neat. Let's do that. Let's blind test those 3. the 3 racing models. Currently, our app selects models randomly from what OpenRouter returns. Oh, so it just like pulls random models. Oh, that's crazy. Don't
Out
do
of
that.
the entire list of models they have on
Yeah.
OpenRouter?
Just pulling out some randoms and benchmarking them. Yeah. I mean, I didn't say anything, so I guess anything is as good as anything, eh?
Set specific models for blind testing. Okay. Oh man, tell me which one I get. Typo. Shit. It's not 4 anymore. It's like a lot of stuff now. Expression to is basic everything. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's alright. 9 out of 10. Does it say? Ah, not yet.
Damn.
Ah, there we go. You rated. Ah, so it hasn't
one of the
updated to the
random
new
ones.
ones yet. So this is like a Mistral model. Okay.
Yeah.
Hang on. I just evaluated a model and it claimed to be what? This? But I only want it to be one of the 3 above.
Do you think it's maybe because it didn't finish the task, or I'm not sure if it did or not? I felt like it was still
Maybe
writing.
it didn't update it. I can always go and check to see what it did based on. Here we go. Update the code. Set specific models for blind testing. Get available models. Select random. So here you can see the actual code that it produced when I did the stuff.
Got it.
Let's see.
I could be wrong because I thought I saw something loading with in the conversation there.
Maybe I was just. Oh, maybe I just need like a new session. That might very well be.
Yeah.
Like that it's based on the, you know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because this is coming together. I like this. This is very cool. Does this work? The history button? No, I haven't built out the history yet. It's fair enough. I'm gonna do this in a big page. I'm gonna do a refresh. Let's see. New session. Bang. What is 2 plus 2? The answer is 4.
I want to know what DeepSeek would say.
Feels like Sonnet. Yeah, it's Sonnet. Sonnet. It's way too to the point. Slower. Also Sonnet, I think. Or is it 01? Didn't want to tell me. I don't know which one this is. I think this is Sonnet too, man. Honestly, this feels like Sonnet.
Yeah.
For someone who's seeing as many AI tokens as human tokens for the past year, this feels a lot like This feels a lot like Sonnet.
You know better than me.
Let's see. No thanks, I don't want to do that. Okay, last one. Nope. They're all easy. They're all easy.
Sonnet. Interesting.
I keep getting Sonnet. Are you sure it's random?
Let's double check.
Because I keep getting Sonnet, and I want DeepSeek.
We're getting somewhere.
Let's see. This is not Sonnet. This might be the one. Let me show you. Let me show you what you get with a like full-on one. This is how you would know if this one ever showed up in our blind test.
Thinking.
Here we go. Now we're talking.
What in base 10? 2 plus 2 is definitely.
Let's go back to the basics, huh?
Yeah. That's funny.
Or maybe it's this one.
Alternately using fingers. That's pretty good.
Nope. It concludes that it's.
That's funny.
Yeah. No, so I think we can start to learn some of
these ones. Okay, but I guess like the conversational interface for all intents and purposes. Here we got R1.
DeepSeek, nice.
But I suspect that the R1 maybe through OpenRouter maybe isn't like a full thinking one or something. Since this I'm only assuming now, but this is only that. Okay. Yeah. Oh yes, deployed again. Okay, cool. This is coming together. If we test it out in the big one, blind bench. So the last thing that we would need to do would be to start to like store the information, I guess, right?
Sure. Yeah. So we could go back to that.
Should we wrap up with that or what?
Let's do it. Yep.
Our testing showed excellent distribution. Yeah, so it actually tested. I didn't believe it was random, but now it has tested apparently, and it got like DeepSeek. Yeah, about like
making it as random as possible, at least.
I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, super happy. Done with this. Let's make sure we save it. We save the evals in Firebase, and we're happy. Yeah.
Sounds good to me. Yeah.
I mean, we could do with some design updates. I take.
Yeah, get rid of that little blinking blind test thing.
You're not into that? Fun design. Let's see how good Sonnet 3.7 is to like respec.
Yeah. We'll see.
We can find a good design.
Yep. Already set up. Utility to save evaluations to Firestore. This should be the last one then. And then make like a leaderboard out of it.
Awesome. Yeah, it'll be cool to see when it's actually the leaderboard's actually showing real data.
Because it's showing just whatever now.
Yeah.
I think. The Firestore integration.
Yeah, so now it's on another run. Like we've already done the Firebase integrations and everything, so I think it can mostly do all this on its own.
Sweet. I wouldn't even know how to do that on my own, so that's great that it can do it for us.
Yeah, no, I think we all start to Isn't that what everyone's afraid of now? That their brain will rot, that everyone's just gonna get like lazy and lose all their skills because they just delegate everything.
Probably.
We'll all be managers.
Right.
Okay, let's see. Change that first integration. Very good. Oh, and make sure we then show the evaluations on the landing page with real data, and we're done. Yeah. The user wants us to display the eval data on the landing page. Yep. Update landing page with real evaluation data from Firestore. Let's see. Cool. Anything else we should work on?
Change that little flickering thing.
Well, you hate it.
No, I'm curious what it'll come up with if we were to change it.
Yeah, I agree. It's a little bit too much. Okay. I've been trying to embrace the brutalist theme, but Brock hates it with a passion. So you're gonna have to remove the crazy animations of blind test and blind bench and whatnot. Can you fix? I'll save that for the next one then. Fair enough.
Fair enough. I guess I could handle it for another 5 minutes or however long this takes. 30 seconds.
No, I think it's just doing the user new model leaderboard component with real data, and this looks pretty promising, I think.
Nice.
This bit, last
Sweet.
one. And I think we can now see that we have already gotten the model leaderboard. We have all the components we need. Let's see this one. Okay, so this one is what's supposed to be new now. Test LLMs without knowing each model using eliminate bias, rate response and scale 0 to 10. Yeah, good enough for me.
Sweet.
Oh, there's heaps of them.
Oh, they're at them.
They're everywhere.
Yeah, that's funny.
Okay. Make sense?
Yeah.
Thanks. Yep, happy with that. Okay. All the jumpy, crazy animations, make them go away. We'll do that before it gets too crazy. I'll remove these glitch animations. They're called glitch animations. I guess we both learned something today.
Yeah, right. Cool, and then we'll probably just have to click benchmark and try ourselves, do that a couple times, and we'll actually...
Yeah, we can do that while this is doing whatever. Let's see. So here I can actually see all the calls being made. Yep, 2 4. It doesn't get better than that, to be honest. 10 out of 10 on Sonnet. Wow. Saved rating to Firestore, 10 out of 10 for model, whatever. And I guess, I'm not sure, I guess I can ask the agent after, but I guess that new session means new model. I'm guessing that I'm like stuck with Sonnet in this thread, so I can like battle test it a little bit. I'm guessing I can ask. Ooh, look at that. It's gone.
Nice.
What's the question? What are we asking? How do we probe it?
How
Give me an eval.
Do I make $1 million?
Make $1 million.
Trying to give a very long output. That's probably a bad question to ask, but
ways to work towards $1 million. Multiple paths. Career advancement. Investment strategies. Very generic.
Yeah, let's give it a 7.
Which one do you think it is now? A little Sonnety maybe? Yeah, there we go. But now the question is.
Oh, there we go.
Bang. 2 tests. 8.5 average. Contribute data. Okay. That's cool. That link doesn't work. Should fix. Okay. I'm going to deploy this now, actually. Because now this is working very well. I guess I can also go into Firestore just to make sure here that like evals, AI response, message ID, model ID, rating 10 out of 10. It's bang on. Yeah. 2 evals. Does it say who to? Yes. This is him. Bang. Done. Very cool.
Awesome. Now we can create users, multiple users, store all their kind of prompts they send into their account. This is cool.
Go to this one. I wish I had a way to share this to you easily. Here. And I will, in the meanwhile, I will add this to just so you're allowed to log in from the deployed URL. Here we go.
So if you didn't do that, I wouldn't have been able to log into an account on the actual URL.
No, because there's like a list of URLs that are only allowed to log in with your app, so people can't scam you.
Makes sense.
More or less. Oh, live leaderboard. Man, this is sick. Let's see. Log in. Sign in.
Also, does it show the live leaderboard before you even can log in?
Yeah.
That's sweet.
You think we should have a paywall for it? Is that it? Should we do like a little $1 to check?
Should we? Just
a little Stripe integration, maybe?
Yeah, I think people would like to see that. And then after that, let's call it, because that's all kind of all the things
we can get. Did you get the sign up though?
You sent it to my email?
No, I tried to send you a chat.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I guess we can be happy with what we have now. Like normal people, I guess, would stop here.
Yeah.
Or you actually have like a model arena,
blind testing model arena. But just to test, let's see. Okay, I have a crazy idea. How about We hide the live leaderboard on the landing page. We put up a $1 paywall to see the live leaderboard. Can we do that?
That question I asked, where I said, where I asked was like, make me $1 million or whatever. The answer should have been add a paywall for 99 cents, $1, and it will get you there. That should have been the answer. So yeah.
Or find one super rich person who's really curious about LLM leaderboards. Put up a $1 million leaderboard, and off you go.
There you go. Yeah, no, I'm logged into it in my browser. This is sweet. Yeah.
All good.
This is awesome.
I love
the style we chose for this. It is just very, very simple, but it's like
it's different. Modify the landing page to show just a preview teaser, then create a new premium page that processes a $1 payment through Stripe. Yeah, sounds great. Let's go. At the end of the prompting session, you tend to get a little bit more excited, Diana.
Yeah. First, you sound like you're talking to a boss, and then it's like, okay, let's go. Let's unwind a bit, yeah.
Okay, so it needs to do a little research to figure out where and how exactly. So, proposing a task. Implement $1 paywall. Create a paywall system where users pay $1 to access to full leaderboard data. This will include modifying to show only a teaser. Yeah, checks out. Last one. We still have some tasks left, though, that we haven't done yet. I guess this one. We can move this one to done, I guess. Firebase stuff working well.
Implementing rating system for evaluation.
Yeah, I guess we've done that too.
Yeah.
Nice. Develop user dashboard. This one we have yet to do, I think. Oh, this one we have done. Basic admin interface. This one we haven't done. I just prompted which 3 models we should use, but I guess we could build like an admin page where you can take models in and out of the testing pool, right? As
I see. So now put it in the back end, whereas this is that we put it in the UI somewhere.
Yeah, like an admin thingy, which I guess would make sense, right? To some extent.
But yeah, I don't know. I say we could just implement Stripe, and I think that's cool with me.
It's working on it, boss. Let's see. So here we can see, like, now that we haven't been involved in the process at all, we can see a little breakdown of how the app kind of looks, right? So here we have the pages. The blue ones are the pages.
Okay.
The ones that we can go to, and they can see we have a bunch of components which is used different places. Yeah, I see. Okay. And there's a couple of things which is not yet used. Yeah, makes sense.
That's interesting. I like this breakdown. I've never seen something like this. This is pretty cool.
It helps to get just a sense of, orientation, I guess, which is
or like what pages
it's helpful for it's helpful for the human and the agent alike, I think.
Yeah.
Premium leaderboard page.
Love it.
Yeah, it's quite a lot you get for $1 these days.
Yeah.
Oh no, DeepSeek's the winner currently.
It's not good.
USA.
Oh man.
It could work with a little. Could do with a little copy update too. But I wouldn't mind shipping this actually. Actually wouldn't. Okay. Teaser version of the landing page. Man, I have to say, Sonnet 3.7. What, like five tasks, some, I don't know, 10, 20 prompts.
Yeah.
One time it showed an error.
That's actually
we'll just let it know.
Only one time there's an error.
Were a few mistakes. Impressive. Like this is like in all honesty, like this is one of the first times I'm evaluating it too. Like this dropped late last night, my time. Yeah. And then we've been, trying to push it into the product today. And
that's awesome. I'm glad this worked out because we're going to film this anyways. The fact that Claude 3.7 came out, because I think this just adds such a cool aspect to things. Because I know so many people have the question of, oh, what could it actually build for me? So I hope this video has actually been a good test of that to actually show you in action.
I think it's very similar, just like, yeah. Ooh.
Nice. It's a moneymaker right there.
Let's go. And it doesn't say the price. Yeah. Starting to build.
Love it.
And look, full rankings. Yeah, very cool. So it's going to create a premium leaderboard page, which I guess is like a more in-depth stats one, maybe for the professionals that can spare the $1. And then the payment page, I guess we could just ship them directly to Stripe with the Stripe checkout page. But when we're here,
I guess while this is loading, I guess I'll ask you kind of question regarding Data Button. Is there anything, I know you guys have added, kind of did a full rebrand, I guess. You guys added a 2.0 of the product. Is there anything that you guys are currently working on now, or you see in the foreseeable future you guys are kind of excited about? Or is it more so just refining the base that you've built as of now?
Yeah, no, I think that we're still super early in understanding the consequences of this whole reasoning and thinking part. Like I'm super proud of what we have and super inspired by a lot of what other people have, but I think that we're just we're at the infancy, I think, of that stage. So just figuring out how to work better with the model. I want people like more autonomy, less prompts from the human, better ways of collaborating, I think, in general. And inside there fits like giving the agent a browser so we can actually test and figure out the apps and stuff, right? Giving it access to your Slack or WhatsApp and stuff so we can, you know, hit you on the fly, these type of things. But in general, I think just making the collaboration smoother across the board. And I think like it sounds weird when I talk about like the agent having a browser as part of that, but it means it can reach out to you like, you know, 1/3 of the time that it's doing today, as opposed to like, hey, I'm done, come check me. It can like do a couple of rounds and then like, I'm actually pretty happy now. What do you think?
that is such a cool, that would be awesome.
Yeah, so I generally I think that direction is excited. So I think the more and better ways we can share context between the, you know, whomever's building an agent, just share context with them and just collaborate better, I think are the two like key pieces that will be.
Yeah, and a lot of that will just be planning. The user just having to give the context of here's what I'm trying to build and create a detailed plan as much as possible. And then from there, let the agent do its thing without having to run into those human errors of like maybe just giving it a poor prompt or something. So I love that answer. I'm excited to see.
Yeah, I do think that tasks is a big part of that. It gives a way for you to orient. Like it gives a way for you to disagree and agree with the agent and provide context and, you know, spot mistakes and like, hey, no, I don't want that, right?
Yeah.
So I think there's more stuff on the collaboration part because coding is by and large getting sold, right?
Yeah. That's awesome. This looks sweet.
Premium access and complete leaderboard. Unlock now. What do we get? Error creating checkout session. Yeah, because, okay. Error creating checkout session. It makes sense. Haven't given any keys yet.
I wonder if that information that shows like the contributor leaderboard, the detailed evaluation breakdown, I wonder if that is actual, like if that's real data, like that's actually the only stuff that they'll get user to get access to. I wonder if it's smart enough to do that.
Hey, I mean, you're going to have to find out yourself for $1.
Yeah, right. Go.
I'm pretty sure that this is likely accurate from the user stories that we put in, you know.
Sweet.
Or originally it was Stripe API key. Let's set this Stripe payment API tells properly. I don't have any Stripe keys laying around, but I can get one.
Testing account?
Yeah, I can spin up a testing account real quick. Give me a minute. I just spun up a Stripe account. I can give you public and private keys. Let's see, and I'll do this. Yeah, perfect. There's I don't want to create a new account. I need to add like all business details. So I'll just do one that I have. I think I have plenty. Luckily, I just wanted the clean one because I might actually want to use this. Stripe secret key, paste, done.
Nice.
And then I have a Stripe public key. Here it is. Thanks. Unlock now.
We're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. We'll store this secretly.
Okay, was that too? Cool.
Now we wait.
Uses real Stripe integration. Very good. There we go. Stripe integration is now working properly. Returning a real checkout URL. Let's add documentation to the task. Explaining great stuff. Okay.
You go. Okay. So we actually need to deploy to. That's cool. We could just do that.
There we go.
Cool. Here we go. Very nice. I'll do this then. Open up a new tab. It can't load the Stripe UI inside of.
Yep, right.
It's a security measure of all things. Here we go. This. Bang. Nice.
Boom. There we go. So now we got our $1.
We should have presumably have paid. Yeah, and then I did that. Yeah, okay, cool. Got it.
Sweet.
Just to double check that we are this one.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah. So we are getting all these. That's nice. Okay.
Awesome. Well, sweet. I guess we could just recap. What do we build here? We started with an idea and we went to a full app. We actually added a little bit of payment, to show that it's actually possible if you wanted to do so. But I'm happy with what we built. This is pretty awesome.
Yeah, this is pretty cool. It's a good way to teach ourselves about spotting the correct LLMs, getting to know them better too. No, but
100%.
yeah, no, I think so. I think we've been able to build like both AI integrations. We built like the open router setup where we're using like all kinds of different models. We've built
Sure.
Stripe integration, Firebase stuff. It's storing all the evals and stuff. Like this,
Exactly.
I have to say though, this thing right here, this one, I like this one a lot. I
Yeah.
really like this one.
Yeah, I agree. No, this looks great. And it listened to our brutalist, minimalist theme that we gave it in the beginning. So, how many
Yeah,
hours?
less the epileptic shock part. It's gone.
Yeah, right.
This might be a question you can use to figure out which one is which. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, what do you know? I don't know any strawberries.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. Okay. No, I think okay. Should we wrap up somehow?
Yeah, let's wrap up. Sweet. All right, I'm super happy with what we built. I think this is awesome. I love being able to see, especially you, since you've used this tool so much, seeing how much of, I don't want to say a lot of issues people run into with these platforms is user error, but like it really was extremely good. We only ran into maybe 1 or 2 errors here while building this out, and it's crazy to me what we can build. And I'm glad we could use Claude 3.7 Sonnet to test out, how good of an output we could get with this. But yeah, what are some of your final thoughts here?
I mean, it's fun to build with Sonnet 3.7. It's cool to finally, I've been waiting for a cloud model forever, so it's super exciting. Yeah. I do think that it's like 10, 15, 20% better than it was just a few days ago. I mean, we have a lot of work to do, of course, to like integrate it fully and whatnot, but
sure.
No, I think going from 0 to like a full functioning LLM benchmark test where we can use any LLM in the world is pretty cool.
Yeah.
We can now benchmark any LLM.
Yeah. For $1.
For $1.
For $1. Well, sweet, Martin. I'm so glad we could have you on. Hopefully we could do another one of these, honestly. Maybe, comparing this to 3.5 or something inside of Data Button. That'd be a cool one to do.
That'd be cool.
Maybe down the line. But for the viewer, for the user, sign up with Data Button. There's a link in the description to do so. I think this is pretty cool. We built this out, obviously, with Data Button, utilizing Claude 3.7 Sonnet. Thanks for joining, and I'm happy we could do this, Martin. Appreciate it, man.
Thanks for having me. Yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah.